Hello learners, welcome to our today's lesson. We continue with the unit operations on whole numbers. In our last lesson, we did the addition of whole numbers. Then at the end of the lesson, I gave you assignment, which I know you must have done, because this lesson is reserved for those who have done the previous assignment. So if you have not completed the assignment I gave you in the last lesson, then you need to go back, do the assignment. In case you have any problem solving the questions in the last assignment, then below this video you are free to post your questions and all your questions will be answered. Learners, in our today's lesson we are moving on to the second operation, which is subtraction. Subtraction. Operations on whole numbers. Operations on whole numbers. And today's operation, we are going to look at the operation subtraction. Subtraction of whole numbers. And again, as I said in our last lesson, this is not new to you. We have been learning subtraction of whole numbers from the previous classes. So I want us to turn to page 9 of the pupil's book. Pupil's book. We will work together question 1A, work out question 1A, the exercise 7, work out the following. Work out the following. 1A, 36,550, 18,499. B, 52,907, 17,392. So let's start with these two, then we see how we'll proceed. Learners, take out your pens. Make sure when you come to these video lessons, make sure you have a pen and an exercise book, so that as I'm solving here on the board, like this one is the answer, make sure you are also writing down in your exercise book. 36,550 minus 18,499. 499. So we want to subtract this number from this number. And just like in addition, we subtract the ones first. The numbers that appear, place value of ones. And this one here is ones, then tens, these are the tens, then we have the hundreds, the thousands, and 10,000s. So 0 minus 9 is not possible to subtract 9 from 0. So we'll have to borrow from the tens. We'll have to borrow from the tens. These are the tens. There are 5 tens. So we'll borrow 1 10. We'll borrow 1 10. Okay. After borrowing 1 10, the tens will reduce from 5 to 4. 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. So here we'll have 110 plus 0 minus 9. So 110 is equal to 1 times 10, which is equal to 10. So 10 minus 1 will give us, 10 minus 9 will give us here 1 is equal to 1. So we have subtracted the ones, we move on to the tens. Here you have 4 tens minus 9 tens. Again, it's not possible to subtract 9 tens from 4 tens. We will have to borrow from the hundreds. And we have how many hundreds here? We have 5 hundreds. So we'll borrow 100. After borrowing 100, the hundreds will reduce from 5 to 4. So we'll have here 4 hundreds. So we borrow 100 and take this 100 to the tens. 100 to the tens. So 100, we have to convert this 100 to tens. 100 is equal to 10 tens, because 10 times 10 is equal to 100. This 100. So we convert 100 to tens. So we'll have here 10 tens. 100 is equal to 10 tens. So 10 tens, 10 tens, these are 10 tens plus the 4 tens, 4 tens will be equal to 14 tens. So we can now subtract 9 from 14 tens. So 14 tens minus 9 will give us 5 tens. 5 tens. So we have done the tens. We have subtracted the tens. Then learners, we can move on to subtract the hundreds. We have 4 hundreds minus 4 hundreds, which is equal to 0. 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. Then we subtract the thousands. 6 thousands minus 8 thousands. It's not possible. Again, we have to borrow from the 10 thousands. 10 thousands. We have 3 10,000s. After borrowing 1, we'll have 2 10,000s. 2 10,000. So we have borrowed 1 10,000. 1 10,000. Because we need to subtract 8 from 6, 8 tens from 6 tens. So after borrowing 1 10,000 from the 10,000s, this 1 10,000 is equal to 1 times 10,000. Okay. So this again we need to convert to thousands. We need to convert to thousands. So 1 10,000 is equal to 10 thousands. Is equal to 10 thousands. Again, this 10,000, let me help you further. 10 times 1,000 will give us the 10,000. So 1 10,000 is equal to 10 thousands. So here we'll have 10 thousands. You can see now we can subtract, because we have 10 thousands plus the 6 thousands giving us 16 thousands. Then from these 16 thousands we can subtract 8 thousands giving us 8 thousands. 8 thousands. 8 thousands. Then we come to the 10,000s. So the 10,000s, we have 2,000s, 2 10,000s minus 1 10,000s, giving us 2. This is 1, giving us 1. 2 10,000s minus 1 10,000s is equal to 1 10,000. So this becomes the answer. This one here is our answer. Okay, learners, this is what we covered in our previous classes. Here is just revision. Okay, what we are doing is called revision. So let's come to part B. We want to subtract 52,907, 17,392 minus, we start with the ones, then tens, then hundreds, then thousands, then 10,000s. So the ones. 7 minus 2 is equal to 5. 0 tens minus 9 tens is not possible. We borrow from the hundreds. We borrow from the hundreds. We borrow 100 from the hundreds. We remain here with 8 hundreds. We borrowed 100 from these hundreds. We borrowed 100. So 100 is equal to 10 tens, or 10 times 10, 10 tens. So here we have 10 tens. So 10 tens minus 9 tens is equal to 110. 110. 110. Then 8 hundreds minus 3 hundreds is equal to 5 hundreds. Then we subtract the thousands. 2,000s minus 7,000s, not possible. We have to borrow from the 10,000s. These are 10,000s. We borrow 1, we remain with 4. Okay, the one that we have borrowed here, the 10,000s, we take it to the thousands. That will be 10,000s. This will be 10,000s. 10,000s plus 2,000s is equal to 12,000s. 12,000s minus 7,000s is equal to 5,000s. So we have subtracted the thousands. We now move to the 10,000s. We have 4 10,000s minus 1 10,000, giving us 3 10,000. 10,000s. So the answer is 35,000. The answer is 35,515. 515. So that is how to subtract whole numbers. How to subtract whole numbers. So learners, we'll skip part C and D so that we can do some word problems. So let us do number 3. Question 3 reads as follows. The sum of two numbers is 149,821. One of the numbers is 138,272. What is the other number? What is the other number? That is the question. What is the other number? What is the other number. When answering word problems, again, you need to understand the problem. Then you need to know which operation is required to solve the problem. We are told the sum of two numbers is 147,821. This is question 3. Question 3. The sum of two numbers. That means when you add two numbers, you get 147,821. Those are two numbers. One of the numbers is 138,270. So what is the other number? What is the other number? So learners, we can say let the other number be x. Let the other number be x. It can be A, it can be B, it can be C, it can be D, it can be anything, any number, but let us choose x. Let the other number be x. Now, if the other number be x, then we will add the number that we've been given. We'll add the number because we are told the sum of two numbers is 147,821. This is the sum. This was arrived at by adding A, we used x, by adding x, and the other number is 138,272. Okay, we can rewrite this. We take these two terms to the left and this term to the right, this number to the right, so that we'll have x plus 138,272 is equal to 147,821. 138,272. Okay, so let the other number be x. So we need to find out what is this x. So here, learners, we will subtract this number on both sides so that we remain with the x on the left hand side. So we'll subtract x. We'll subtract 138,272 minus 138,272. This will be equal to 147,821 minus 138,272. So when you subtract this from that, you remain here with x, which is equal to 147,821 minus 138,272. So the operation required in this case is minus. So we'll come here and rewrite this in a vertical format. 147,821 minus 138,272 minus. So we subtract the ones. Let me write, let me use my red. Learners, you also need to have some red pen when you are answering or writing the notes. Here we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, and 100,000s. 100,000. So 1 minus 2 is not possible. Borrow from the tens. When you borrow, you remain here with 1. When you borrow, you take to the ones. 110, it is 110. So 110 plus this 110 here. Okay, 110 is equal to 1 times 10, which is equal to 10. So this is the place value of ones. So So we have 10 plus 1 giving us 11 ones minus 2 gives us 9 ones. Then we subtract the tens. We remained here with the 110 minus 7 tens. It's not possible. We'll have to borrow 100 from the 800s. So we remain here with 700s. We borrow 100, we take it to the tens. That will be 10 tens. So we'll have 10 tens plus 110 giving us 11 tens minus 7 tens is equal to 4 tens. So 4 tens. 4 tens. Then we subtract the hundreds. We remained here with 700s minus 200s giving us 500s. Then the thousands. It's not possible to subtract 8 from 7, so we borrow from the 10 thousands. We remain here with the 3. We take 110 thousands to the thousands. That will be 10 thousands. 10 thousands. So 10 thousands plus 7 thousands is equal to 17 thousands minus 8 thousands will give us 9 thousands. 9 thousands. Here we now move on to the 10 thousands. 10 thousands, we have 3 10 thousands minus 3 10 thousands giving us 0. Then we subtract the 100,000s. 100,000 minus 100,000 is equal to 0. So the answer here will be, I'll take my eraser, all right, erase this. The answer here is 9,549. So the other number here, learners x, the unknown, is equal to 9,549, because a number below a whole number, before a whole number, is meaningless. These zeros are meaningless. The number, the value of the number remains 9,549. So that is the answer. So learners, that will mark the end of today's lesson. And before I close the lesson, I want to give you assignment or homework or exercise. Now you will go do exercise 7 from your book. Question 1C, D, 1C and D, because we did A and B. Then you have done question 3. I want to go do question 2, then question 4, go and do question 4 up to question 8. Question 1, question 2, question 4 up to question 8. The operation is subtraction. So that will be your homework. Make sure the homework is done before you come to our next lesson, where we look at the next operation, which is multiplication of whole numbers. Bye bye.